What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Whoopty Whoopty Bam Show, here where we talk about Whoopty Whoopty Bam. It's your girl Whoopty. Whoopty Bam. Wait. Excuse me. So it has been a minute since I've brought these out to you guys. So let's get to it. Also I did start that list that I said that we were gonna need to be starting. So yeah. Let's see. So in all reality, y'all remember that my last reading that I did, and it has something to do about a female who uses words for, evilness and stuff like that. I met her. Turns out she's been doing work for my mom. Ugh, fuck her. She's been doing work for Davetta since I was a kid. And I ended up meeting a female who, I talked a little bit about my childhood and stuff like that. I ended up meeting a female who I can tell she kind of went through something in her childhood, but I could also tell that she was listening to what I was saying so that she could use it also. And unfortunately, she's not the first person that's ever done that to me. A lot of people like to listen to my story to use what I've been through to say that they went through it. And it's weird to me. Because who would want to go through pain? And who would want to lie about saying they went through pain? Not me. So let's see what we have today. How can we better ourselves, our present, and our future off of our past? So yeah, when I say the 9 of the Cups, I use that as, being able to, for instance, I had just got a memory not too long ago, and instead of using that memory for negativity, I use that memory for positivity, So now it's upon us as a people, as a group, as a family, to use our memories to separate the negativity and transmute it into a positive. Because when we do that, we'll be creating something. You got to take a leap of faith with it, though. You have to actually be, you have to understand that you're not going to know what to do. This is all going to be new. But you have to be willing to put your faith and your trust into God's hands. Because God is going to be the one that does it for you. But you have to understand, God will make that path for you. But He's not going to force you in that direction. You have to walk there yourself. A lot of people love to be all like, I can lead the horse to the watering hole, but I can't make him drink water. Well, that's just another saying of God saying, He can create the path for you, but He can't force you down the path. Duh. Look at all of these as the paths. A lot of people, force themselves down other paths instead of just following what God has in mind. And then, unfortunately, we're in a world where if you do go through what God has in mind for you, people are going to whisper negativity on you. Now it's on you for you to listen to what God has in mind for you, because this is what God has waiting for you. This is what God has for you, and it's here right now. You just have to be wanting and willing to put everything in God's hands. I used to think that it was too much for God to handle what I have going through. But then I realized God is the reason that I'm going through this. So it's not too much for me to talk to Him about what I'm going through. Because when you do that, God is going to make sure that you complete every negativity thing and you open a new door to something positive and beautiful. Because that's what He has in store for you. He made you go through the bad so that you can see the good. I heard somebody say things won't get better until they get worse. So God makes you go through worse things so that you can go through the better things. Because God is working with you. God is using his harmonic magic, his beautiful blessings, and surrounding you with it. It's part of who you are. Your childhood isn't part of who you are. Those are part of the challenges that you have to go through in life. But God's blessings are part of who you are. And that's what we need to see. That's what we need to understand. I had somebody tell me that when I do a reading around people, I need to make my reading negative. I can't make it positive. I'm looking at them like, I'm sorry, but I don't know how to do that. I only know how to do what I know how to do. I'm not going to fake nothing around somebody else, because if I do that, if I'm faking something around somebody, that could mess up my blessings, because that's not who I am. If we're being somebody that we're not, God is going to look at us and be like, oh, so you're heading that direction. We have to head our direction. We have to stay in harmony with who we are. People tell me to do the wrong thing all of the time. People tell me to not be myself. Oh, you're doing too much. Oh, this, that, and the third. So on and so forth. And I'm looking at them like, you know what? I'm not going to change who I am, because I'm on the path of God. I'm on the path with Jesus. I'm protected. I'm loved, no matter how weird I am. American Dad was on last night, and the son was all like, I don't care what people think of me, because I'm expressing what's in my soul. Okay, baby, well, I'm about to express what's in my soul. And ain't nobody finna stop that. Because of this. Ain't nobody finna stop that. People is so angry that they haven't reached that star in themselves yet, that they want to make people go through this, because this is what they're going through. They want to put people through fear. They want to put people through depression, because they acknowledge that there's a star within people. So they want to make people go through so many hard things. And honestly, you have to find something within yourself. Within you. You need to listen to something that's within you. Like last night, I watched a little bit of The Angel Sanctuary. And one of the angel's twins was all like, yes, kill him. He's the reason that all of this is happening. The other twin was basically being pressured to kill his best friend, was all like, I'm not going to kill him because of something that's inside of me. I'm going to listen to what's inside of me. And right here, balance, justice. You will find the true justice once you acknowledge and understand that everything is within inside of you. Because if you see here, blindfolded. Like, remember that female, and it just came out like that. Remember that female that I was talking about, the one that knows my family? I ended up, like, I was able to pick up that she did magic all over her house. She was having meetings within her house, and like, the people that she was allowing in her house was talking bad about her, and then she's like working against me and stuff like that. She was an Empress in reverse. But I ended up stepping outside to talk to old boy. I don't know if they dating or what. I really don't know. I ended up stepping outside to talk to old boy, and I was like, yo, I can tell that she's doing magic. I can tell she's doing this and that and the third, and so on and so forth. He's looking at me like he don't know if he should believe or not. But, you know, I ended up doing something like this. I ended up doing that. And then I was like, justice. Because I seen something. Like, my eyes My eye color is so light, and then the outside of my eye color is darker, so it makes it look like I wear contacts. And when I met her, I seen that her eye color was very light, but she didn't have that darkness around her eye color to make it look like she had eye contact. She just had all lightness. She didn't have that line. So as she's talking to me, like more and more and more, and I'm looking at her because I'm a very respectful person. I'm looking at her and she's all like, I can tell, like, yo, she's getting that line around her eyes. She's getting that line around her eyes. And like, I told her, like, yeah, I can see that you're absorbing something from me, whatever. Although she wasn't, but she was doing something. And I told her about her eye color, and she was like, no, I've always had this around my eyes. Like, no, you didn't. I seen that. Why are you going to tell me that I'm lying? I don't tell lies. I don't. But that just lets me know that it's time for me to start lying. No matter how much I'm not going to like it. It's about that time for me to start lying to people. So, you know, we just had the moon. We just had justice. And now we have the empress. So, you know, what's inside of you will be balanced. And your higher self, including the other higher gods, are going to talk to you, guide you. You know, you are going to be getting a lot more prizes the more that you lead yourself. You need to be, you know, taking things into footsteps, looking at things differently, you know, like, no, you don't need to look at things differently. You need to look at things as it is. You need to understand that, you know, what you're hearing, what you're seeing, the information that you're getting is real, and you need to look at it as it is. Because you're not crazy. You're not getting none of that for no reason. You know, that's God giving you information. He's sending down angels to give you information. A lot of us have different gifts, and we have to accept them and love them. Ooh, a card just fell. I gotta pick it up though. Temperance. Yeah, I felt a lot of energy from this, like from all the way down there. So the temperance. So yeah, balancing it. Balancing, because you have something that's leaving and you also have something that's coming in, you know. And I'd say that you actually have like a more harmonic way of protecting the things that is needed to be protected around you is coming in. Look at that beautifulness. Look at that beautifulness. Like, you're going to be balancing your happiness. Your happiness is 1313. Your happiness is right around the corner. And it could already be here. We never know. Only you know your happiness, you know. So yeah, I'm about to get out of here. I'm going to pull one more card. Remember, you are new to this. You have no idea what's going on. You need to take that leap of faith. You need to put trust in God. And you need to ask yourself questions. You need to be asking yourself questions. What I had started to do is I started to basically make like a diary on my laptop so that I'm not writing as much. And that diary has actually helped me get rid of a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. That diary has helped me understand what's going on. Like, I actually remember the day I did start the diary. The day I did start that diary thing that I got going on, I had just got kicked out. All my stuff had got thrown away. My ID, my Cash App card, everything thrown away in the trash. And I got kicked out the next day. And I had a lot of anxiety. I was sitting out under the bridge. It was a lot going on. And something told me, you know, just document all the shit down. Document it all down. Just type what you got going on. And I also have this thing that's going on. And my spiritual people, you guys will understand what's going on. I can actually tell that somebody's listening to my thoughts, which is weird as fuck. It's weird as fuck. Like, I don't know. That's going on. And then, You know, I also have things where people are basically giving me their energy. People are also trying to like mess with my it's a lot of shit that's been going on with me, but you know, God has been guiding me and protecting me through all of this because he sees my heart, and that's all that matters. Nobody else can see my heart. They might hear my thoughts, but they can't see my heart. um and so I started that diary thing, and honestly that's also what had kicked me into making my YouTube videos, because I was like, you know what, typing is good, but then I could also talk about some things that I'm not going to type up. So here we are with like 109 or 10 subscribers. Thank you guys so much, just for me talking about nothing really, but you know, it's not even nothing. I'm talking about the things that's going on in my life that I know somebody one day will be able to, you know, look at and be like, oh my gosh, I'm going through this shit too. Or, oh my gosh, you know, so much shit, you know, like, and I'm really on here to help myself. And I do understand that me helping myself will also help other people. So 1616, that's my purpose here. So yeah, you know, um, I've had so much fun. And yeah, I love you guys.